Atlus's new RPG, Metaphor ReFantazio, has been out for a few weeks now, and I have to say, I've been really enjoying it. The characters and world building have been stellar, and the game does a fantastic job of roping you into the story. The game's combat system is also some of the finest work in Atlus history, taking what works from not only SMT and Persona, but Atlus's extensive 35-year catalog, and perfecting it into some of the most fun combat I've played in a while. Now, I will admit, I am still playing through the game. At the time of writing the script, I just finished the Virga Island arc. So while I haven't been able to acquire the god-killing toolkits that can one-cycle super bosses, I believe I have a firm enough grasp to give you a guide on one of my favorite archetypes to use in the mid-game. The Masked Dancer, archetype of the stunning starlit singer, Lady Junah. The great thing about Metaphor is that any character can learn any archetype they want. Despite this, I was immediately captivated by Junah's archetype, as in a game where anyone can do anything, Masked Dancer feels like a step further beyond even that, and today, I'm going to show you a good mid-game setup I've been using to great effect. So with that said, let's get into the guide. Starting with the basics, Masked Dancer is the archetype unlocked with Objective Best Girl Junah Cygnus. She'll have it unlocked by default, but any other character can learn it with the right amount of Magla, and having the Thief archetype at rank 10. Its standard role is to provide a very powerful magic attacker, and to that end, she has two very powerful skills, Infernal Vortex and Crimson Flame, the former being a single target fire attack with a 50% burn chance, and the latter being an all-target fire attack with no special effect. She also has two passive skills. Art of Dance increases the odds that skills like Infernal Vortex will inflict burn by 30%, and Masked Revelry recovering MP every turn, with the percent going up per the amount of matching archetypes in the party. But while all of that is good, what truly sets Masked Dancer apart from the others is their unique gimmick. Masked Dancer has the ability of the wild card from the Persona series. Through the use of special masks that can be crafted in Academia, it can inherit the resistances and skills of other archetypes. So with the Seeker mask, for example, Junah gains a force resistance and a weakness to fire, and the skills Tarukaja, Cyclo, and Tetra Break. There are so many possibilities for builds that can be done with this method, but I want to show you how I took this and turned Junah into the ultimate support character. First, we need to teach Junah Barden's starting archetype, the Commander, and from that archetype, we need to purchase the skill Marakukasha for inheritance. Now for the specific mask we're crafting, we're going with the General, Barden's second archetype unlocked when you reach rank 3 bond with him. The General mask can be crafted using the Emperor and Judgment Arcanas. This gives Junah a resistance to strike attacks, but a weakness to piercing moves. And the skills unlocked with it are Mataru Kaja, Meguro, and Frigid Fortress Tactics, otherwise known as FFT. What we've crafted here is essentially a character who can not only take a punch, but can raise the entire party's attack and defense, while also expanding her magic arsenal with a source of ice and almighty damage. But I want to focus on the ice attack, as it pairs perfectly with her synthesis skills. Synthesis skills are special attacks that can be performed if a certain grouping of archetypes are deployed on the field, and Masked Dancers are great for support. Hellfire Dance, Ice Blue Dance, and Sable Dance give all enemies a one-time weakness to fire, ice, and dark respectively, and Dance Macabre is a 40% insta-kill chance to the entire enemy team. All of these skills are amazing and pair well with magic-oriented archetypes like the Mage line, and one particular piece of tech is enabled by the General's FFT. This skill is base power 200 and gives one enemy a one-time weakness to ice, meaning if you set up with Ice Blue Dance and then wait for them to hit them with an FFT, you can keep the enemy perpetually weak to ice. This is exactly how I overcome the two bosses on Virga Island, with the additive bonus that my main character had the Wizard archetype, meaning I was able to pack on a lot of damage in quick succession to completely obliterate them. As for other equipment, the accessory slot is taken up by the mask, and I also gave her footwear that has auto Rakukaja with a +2 to endurance and agility. As for weapons, her fans are slash type, and while I haven't found it yet, I've heard there's a weapon that can give her fire boost, so once I find it, I will definitely be equipping it. And that will do it for today's guide. Let me know what kind of metaphor videos you would like to see, as I have ideas but would love community input. If you like what you saw here, consider liking, commenting, and subscribing, and until next time, this is Jaffinator, signing off.